Hi everybody. Well, it is a chilly morning out there. So exciting. It makes me so happy when it gets chilly. I went out in this dress, which has short sleeves. I went to the grocery store and I was freezing. So when I got home, I put this on. And this is not a scarf. This is a dish towel that is wrapped around an ice pack that's on my back, which seems to be better than having heat on my back. So that's a good thing. Well, I think maybe a couple weeks ago I showed you some fingerless gloves I was making with this yarn. Yes, because I I put this on that wool winder and it did do a good job, but it looks like a mess now, but it is still working. And so I made a pair of fingerless gloves, took them to the farmer's market, and they sold right away last Saturday. So I think I got this skein of yarn for $1. And I sold that pair for $15. They had little baubles across the front. Do you remember that? So anyway, with the rest of this, I thought maybe I had enough for a pair of Smittens of fingerless gloves, but I wasn't quite sure. So I decided instead I would make something I haven't made in a long time, which is a cup cozy. This is just a knitted or crocheted band that goes around your coffee cup and keeps it warm. Now, you've seen me make all different kinds of them that would have bottoms and buttons, and then I had one that I sewed, and that was interesting, and I use it all the time, almost every day. But this is just going to be around this. It's not going to be on the bottom. It's just going to be a band here. It will have a button that will attach underneath the little handle. So I'm in the middle of a row when I decided I would chat with you about this, but this is what it's looking like. I did do ribbing to knit to purl so that it would have a lot of stretch so that it could be used on various cups. So if it's on a small cup, it would work. And if you want it to stretch out to almost twice the length to wrap around your cup, it would also work. And I did, again, I used these circular needles so that I could put all the work onto the cable, wrap it around the cup, and make sure that it was going to fit well. So I'm going to finish up this row. Actually, I'm casting off is what I'm doing. And then we will put it on that cup and see what we think. Okay. Okay, now I don't have the button on yet. However, this is the fit. I was able to, just measure as I went along on this cup, but I think this is kind of a standard large mug. It's not this massive thing, but it's also not small or even medium sized. Now, I did work in a buttonhole as I was going along. As I went on one row, I cast off 3 stitches, and then when I came back just a minute later on the next row, I just kind of cast on with just my thread, my yarn. I cast on 3 stitches, and so it gave me a nice little buttonhole. So I'll put the button here. I'm going to weave in all these ends. And of course you can slide it around if when you want to button it. You don't have to do it right underneath the handle. Yeah, and so it'll attach there. Got a little extra string here. Now the question is, do I have enough yarn to make another one like this? So we're gonna get out the scale and see, do these two weigh the same at all? All right, here's the test. Now the one that I made is 16 grams. I don't know. I think there was not really going to be quite enough to make another. Oh, look, 18 grams. So as long as I'm careful not to leave long tails or anything, I should be able to get another one. And then I'll have a pair to sell, which I think is always more appealing. And the man who bought the fingerless gloves He said he bought them because he loved the yarn, so I think they'll sell well. All right. So there's my latest little bitty project. You can see where I increased a lot to get underneath the cup handle. The button will go here. And so when I did the increase, I didn't continue with the ribbing. I just continued with whatever I was, okay. This little thing is distracting me. Lucy. There she goes. Nope. Now she's going underneath again. It's because my studio is such a frightful mess that she has places like this to play in. All right, and then we'll take a little bit closer look at that buttonhole. Not a bad buttonhole. It's not sitting in the middle of that tab, if you want to call it, that goes underneath. It's kind of sitting below, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. All right, there it is. Well, let's take a look at this pair of cup cozies. Yes, I did get 2 out of here. This, I think this is the second one, and it is really just all the way as tall as the cup. Has a nice snug little button closure. It's a little slippery, I think, because it's acrylic and it's the cup is slippery. Let's look at the other one. I did find 2 buttons. These are the ones Adam recommended of all the buttons I had. I had some that were a little more interesting, but these 2 kind of matched. So he decided, and I'm selling them for $10 for the pair. But yeah, I think they're super cute, and I'm taking them to the market just like this and hanging the little price tag over the edge. And then people can see what it is because it's on a cup. So we'll see if they sell. Hopefully they will between now and Christmas. If they sold really fast, I'd probably make another pair out of something else fallish or Christmassy. So there you go.